We have an official Pokemon Legends ZA Shiny Guide. Let's take a look. Let me know in the comments how you think they did. Let's dive into it. So, how to catch shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Legends ZA. And begin with a whole bunch of shiny Pokemon there to show off. Get helpful tips to track down these elusive, uniquely colored Pokemon with this strategy guide. When exploring the world of Pokemon, there are few sights more exciting than a shiny Pokemon, one that is differently colored than most others of its species. Encountering one in the wild is a rare occurrence, and having one or more on your team can be seen as something of a status symbol. It's possible to find them in Pokemon Legends ZA, and while shiny Pokemon are as scarce in Lumoise City as anywhere else, you can still boost your odds with the right know-how and some perseverance, and they show us shiny Dratini. Now, if you're wondering, where can I find guides for particular shinies? Check out my videos. I have guides including how to get them AFK, which I don't think they'll be going through in this little guide here. This guide will help prepare you as set out to find these elusive Pokemon with basic and advanced techniques, including one guaranteed opportunity to add a shiny to your team. And there's a table of contents even. They put some time in. There's video clips as well. Shiny Pokemon catching basics. When it's time to get serious about tracking down shiny Pokemon, the first thing to consider is which species you wish to catch. Shiny Pokemon will appear in the same areas as their standard colored counterparts, so you may need to restrict your search to a specific wild zone. Patience is your best friend. Remember that shiny Pokemon are rare, so don't become frustrated if you don't stumble across any right away. It says sound on. Alright, so that is to show you what the sound is. When you approach a shiny Pokemon, you'll hear a distinctive tone. Shiny Pokemon are often immediately noticeable due to their unusual color scheme, but not always. Sure, it's hard to miss a big, red, shiny Gyarados, but a shiny Pikachu, which is a slightly darker shade of yellow than others, may not be as obvious. To aid and identify shiny Pokemon, a prominent twinkling sound will play, and small sparkling stars will appear on the Pokemon when you're near. When you target the shiny Pokemon, you'll notice an icon depicting two small stars above its head. When you finally discover a shiny Pokemon, there's no need to stress. As long as you don't cause it to run away or knock it out in battle, it'll keep hanging around for you to catch. Be sure to save your game before approaching the Pokemon. If you fail to catch it, you can exit the game and restart. The shiny Pokemon will be right back where it was when you saved. I don't know if they've ever directly told people to, save scum like that for shiny Pokemon. That's interesting. Standard Pokemon catching tips will still serve you well. Lowering the Pokemon's HP and inflicting status conditions will increase your chances of catching it, and your choice of Pokeball can help even more. For example, Ultra Ball are more effective than regular Pokeballs. Dusk Balls are strong when catching Pokemon at night. Some trainers like to use specific Pokeballs, specific Pokemon, because of the way their colors go together, and shiny Pokemon are no exception. You'll find all sorts of colorful Pokeballs for sale at the Pokeball Boutique near Farsarstico. That's definitely mispronounced. So stock up before you head out on your search. For an extra bit of assistance, collect colorful screws around the city and exchange them at the Racine Construction for a blue canary plush, which will make it more likely you'll succeed in catching Pokemon. Catch a shiny Mareep. Yes, this is the guaranteed. It's likely that the first shiny Pokemon you encounter in Pokemon Legends ZA will be a shiny Mareep. Though the aptly named Side Mission 07 is shiny Mareep, you'll gain access to this mission after reaching a certain point in the main story. Talk to a woman named Duve near Wild Zone 1. She'll be standing there next to a pair of normally colored Mareep. Duve will ask you to locate a shiny Mareep in Wild Zone 1, which you'll find by climbing up on the rooftops. Then you'll discover a rare pink Pokemon. To me, it looks purple. Am I colorblind? And once Duve is fawned over, you'll have the opportunity to catch it. Will you keep your shiny Mareep as is or evolve into a Flaffy or Ampharos? The decision is yours, and hopefully this humble wool Pokemon will inspire you to continue your search for shiny Pokemon. Earn the Shiny Charm. To further increase your odds of tracking down shiny Pokemon, you'll want a Shiny Charm in your inventory. This mysterious charm makes it more likely that you'll encounter shiny Pokemon in the wild. The only way to earn it is by reaching level 50 of Mabel's research. To do this, you'll need to complete various tasks, such as filling your Pokedex, catching Pokemon of different types, registering all Pokemon in each wild zone, and more. Perhaps the most daunting of these challenges is to win 1,000 Pokemon battles with other trainers, but don't let the number intimidate you. With enough dedication, you'll earn that shiny charm. The 1,000 battles, again, can be done AFK. Check out my video. Advanced shiny Pokemon catching techniques. Shiny Pokemon may pop up anywhere, even in the streets outside wild zones. Keep your eyes and ears open wherever wild Pokemon are found. Using fast travel can change the wild Pokemon you encounter, so they're suggesting the fast travel, as can the transition between day and night, which means shiny Pokemon could appear where there were none before. Technically, that is suggesting bench method. Technically. They haven't said bench, but that's kind of what that is. Once you found a species you're interested in, one way to speed up your search is to back away from a Pokemon until it disappears from your screen, then advance forward. That's useful. This may result in new Pokemon of that species appearing in the same place as the first, with a new chance to be shiny. Target the Pokemon with a ZL button before both and afterward you can use a level and gender to confirm you found a different Pokemon. Really useful there for people that don't know it. Just repeat until you find that shiny Pokemon you're looking for. Once you've found a shiny Pokemon, it should stay put in the same location until it's caught, get knocked out, or run away. However, it may disappear when the time of day changes. If this happens, don't worry. If a shiny Pokemon appears in the area at night and goes away when day breaks, it will return to the area once night falls. Whether as a diversion while playing through your Lemoy City quest or as an extension to your adventure to complete the main story, searching for shiny Pokemon is a fun and rewarding activity. Think about how cool you'll feel when you run into the ZA Battle Club match with a team of shiny partners. Good luck catching some shiny new friends, trainers. Now, of course, this is coming out just before we get the new DLC, so I'm assuming they're expecting some new players to come in, try to build some hype, get people wanting shinies. I am going to hope that this means there are some shiny hunting methods inside the DLC. I think it would be a real shame if we add new Pokemon that can't easily be shiny hunted. I think that might be the case, but we'll have to see how this all works in the DLC. Very, very, very interesting that we finally have this official guide, and I'd love to know what you think. Of course, they don't go into any of the methods you can use with a turbo controller. They do hint at the bench method, but don't directly say it. That one's just spamming the A button if you don't have a turbo controller. They suggest the walk up and walk back method, which is actually useful for a lot of different Pokemon. And of course, they aren't going to mention the one method where people like overload the spawns and all of that. Of course, that won't be in this. But I don't think they did a bad job for new people. And of course, I think the main point of this is probably there are some people that like, you might be thinking, well, everyone knows what a shiny Pokemon is. There's always new people. Someone will come across this, get sent this, and then they can always go to YouTube and look up guides and tutorials, different facts and how to get them and where they're at and the best methods and all of that. This is just a nice little starter. I like to see it. I'm happy to see it. I do wish that the legendaries weren't shiny locked. There's no mention in this of them being shiny locked. I don't like that because by them being shiny locked and not being mentioned, who knows if there's some kid who's going to sit there and keep resetting Mewtwo or something to try to get a shiny, not knowing it's not possible because it's not set. I don't like that. I will say I don't like that, but that's where we're at. Hopefully you found this interesting that we have this official guide. Again, let me know what you think. How did they do for an official guide? Did it do enough? Could it have done more? Are you thinking that maybe we'll get more ways to shiny hunt in the future in the DLC? Let me know.